Hello everyone, this is Phase 3 of my DC Cinematic Universe. If you haven't seen the first two phases already, you can go watch them, check them out on my channel. Anyways, this is gonna be a big phase, so buckle up. Phase 3. The first movie of Phase 3 will be New Gods, and the main characters of this movie will be Orion, Light Ray, Mr. Miracle, Big Barda, Metron, Black Racer, Forager, and Highfather. The movie will be about Orion leaving New Genesis to go on a quest to Apocalypse to defeat Darkseid, and other New Genesis residents follow Orion, including Light Ray, Forager, Mr. Miracle, and Big Barda. Orion and Light Ray in this movie have known each other for a long time, and they have kind of like a brotherly relationship. Light Ray is like Orion's younger brother, kind of. Orion will meet Mr. Miracle and Big Barda, who are like married. Orion doesn't know if he can trust them, but he becomes friends with them throughout the movie. And the main villain of this movie will be Calabac, who is sent by Darkseid to fight Orion. And Orion learns the truth that Darkseid is actually his father, and he's distraught by this. Orion beats and kills Calabac, but Darkseid gets away. So the next movie in the phase will be Shazam, Battle of the Champions, and we will have Black Adam as the main villain. A Shazam versus Black Adam movie, which is what DC should have done instead of like Superman versus Black Adam and giving them okay, I don't want to get mad, but like it's just and then in the end of this movie, Billy will give the rest of the Shazam family his powers, and Dr. Savannah is gonna be the one who like awakens Black Adam from like his imprisonment, and Black Adam wants revenge against Billy for taking his place as the new champion. And in this movie, Black Adam will kill the Shazam wizard, but Billy will beat Black Adam by tricking him into saying Shazam. I don't know how he'll do it, but he'll just do it. And then when he says it, he like dies. The next movie will be Wonder Woman, Gods and Mortals. Ares will be the main villain of this movie, which what they should have done in the movies was set up Ares for like the third movie and not have him like be the villain right away. So this movie will also introduce Nubia and Artemis. Zeus will also appear in this movie to fight Ares, but Ares wins and kills Zeus. This movie will end with Themyscira being open to the public. The person who summons Ares is Felix Faust, kind of like how in Justice League, the animated series, Felix Faust summoned Hades, but instead I'm replacing it with Ares. And in the movie, I'm going to do something different from the comics where Ares is actually going to be revealed to Wonder Woman's father. I know that's like, it's usually Zeus or like Man on a Clay or whatever, but I think this will be a good, like, you know, subversion. And we'll have a post-credit scene where Hippolyta, or whatever Wonder Woman's mom's name is, gives Diana a mother box to protect. Next movie is going to be Nightwing, and it'll take place directly where Teen Titans left off, and Dick Grayson moves to Bloodhaven after quitting being Robin and now taking on the role of Nightwing. Blockbuster will be the main villain, while Lady Vic, Brutal, and the Electrocutioner and Torque will be side villains. And Huntress will be in the movie as Dick's love interest, and she'll help him take down Blockbuster. This movie will also have many flashbacks of Dick Grayson as Robin, and also Batman, Alfred, Jason Todd, and Barbara Gordon will have brief appearances, while Batman will have like more appearances out of all of them, but like they'll still not have, each of them won't have that much time in it. And then at the end of the movie, Batman visits Nightwing and they have kind of like a heartfelt talk. And then we'll have a post-credit scene with Deathstroke. Next movie is Green Arrow and Black Canary. Green Arrow and Black Canary's romance will be an important part of the movie. Black Canary will have as much screen time as Green Arrow. Count Vertigo will be the main villain, and he'll be allied by the Longbow Hunters who work for him, and he's going to use the Longbow Hunters to kill Green Arrow, Black Canary, and Speedy. The movie will also introduce John Diggle, Henry Fife, and Emoko Queen. Next movie is Flash 3. So the main villain of this movie will be Grodd. The Thinker will also be joined as like a secondary villain working for Grodd. And Wally, he's much faster in this movie, but he still doesn't understand how to use his powers. In this movie, Barry Allen is now more level-headed and confident. We'll also introduce Jay Garrick in this movie, and it'll be revealed that Barry and Iris now have kids. And we'll also introduce Ray Palmer, aka the Atom, as a scientist at Star Labs. Next movie is Supergirl. Movie will pick up after Superman's death at the end of Tower of Babel. The movie is about Supergirl moving to National City and trying to learn how to fight crime without her cousin. Superman will appear in this movie as Flash in flashbacks. Silver Banshee will be the main villain, and Lois Lane, Martha Kent, and Jimmy Olsen will have cameos in the movie. Next movie is Green Lantern: Rage of the Red Lanterns. Atrocitus will be the main villain of the movie. Guy Gardner and Alan Scott will be introduced, and we get to learn about the Blue Lantern Corps and the Red Lantern Corps. Atrocitus and the Red Lantern Corps want revenge on the Green Lantern Corps. Sinestro will also have a brief appearance, and then the post-credit scene will set up we'll have Jon Stewart joining the Justice League. So this next movie will be Batman: The Man Who Laughs. Joker will be the main villain, and in this movie he kills Jason Todd and shoots Barbara Gordon. In this movie, Nightwing will come back to Gotham to team up with Batman to stop the Joker. Harley Quinn, Two-Face, Mad Hatter, Victor Zsasz, and Scarecrow will be secondary villains working for the Joker. We learn more about Batman's complicated relationship with the Joker, and we'll also get a flashback of the first time Batman arrested Joker, and we'll also see Joker break Riddler out of Arkham Asylum. The next movie will be Aquaman: Drowned Earth, and the main villain of this movie will be Triton, and this movie will also introduce Cal Durham, the Aqualad from Young Justice. Aquaman will have his hand cut off by Triton, and it'll be replaced with a hook like what happened in the 90s. Triton will kill Garth, so Cal Durham will become the new Aqualad, and Triton will send the Trench to attack Aquaman. The next movie is The Return of Superman. In this movie, Superman comes back from the dead. Supergirl comes back to Metropolis. The main villain of this movie is General Zod, and the movie will be about General Zod, Feora, and Non escaping the Phantom Zone to get revenge on Superman for what Jor-El did to them. And Superman, Supergirl, Superboy, Steel, and Krypto team up against Zod and the other evil Kryptonians. Next movie is Teen Titans: The Judas Contract. The team will consist of Nightwing, Wonder Woman, Kid Flash, Speedy, Raven, Beast Boy, Cyborg, Bumblebee, Aqualad, Cal Durham, Aqualad, and Jericho. Deathstroke will be the main villain of this movie, and he'll use Terra to infiltrate the Teen Titans. The movie will also deal with the team mourning Garth's death that happened in Aquaman: Drowned Earth. Deathstroke is gonna almost beat Nightwing to death. Barbara Gordon will also work for the Teen Titans. Now she is Oracle. Now she'll work for the Teen Titans as Oracle. Next movie will be Justice League: The Darkseid War. And Darkseid will obviously be the main villain, and the movie will be about Darkseid searching for the anti-life equation, and the Justice League has to stop with them. And we'll have many members of the Justice League. We'll also have Darkseid's Elite that has Desaad, Granny Goodness, Panto, Mantis, Vermin Vundabar, Steppenwolf, and Calabac, who Darkseid revived. And at the end of the movie, Darkseid learns the anti-life equation, and he wins basically, and every sentient being on Earth becomes his slave. Martian Manhunter uses telepathy to shield the minds of some heroes from being under Darkseid's control. So, the next movie is Green Lantern: Agent Orange. In this movie, Kyle Rayner will be introduced, Larfleeze will be the main villain, the Indigo Tribe will be introduced, Movie will take place during the same time as Justice League The Darkseid War, which is why Hal Jordan is not in that movie and why Jon Stewart isn't in this movie. And movie will take place entirely in space, and the only planets visited in the movie are Oa, Okara, Vega, and Nock, with only a brief scene with Kyle on Earth getting recruited to the Green Lantern Corps. Post-credit scene has some Green Lantern Corps members getting taken over by the anti-life equation, and Martian Manhunter and Jon Stewart show up to tell Hal Jordan what's going on. So the next movie is Plastic Man. So the next movie, it's going to be a little fun one because the last movies were kind of downer. This is a more like comedic one. And so I want this movie to be entirely animated because I think this character works better animated. And it'll obviously be a comedy because, you're not going to make Plastic Man dark and serious. And I also want this movie to... I know this might sound a bit out of line, but I kind of want this movie to be rated R. I know that would be weird, but you can do a lot with like these kind of powers and like R-rated, and Plastic Man isn't such an innocent guy, so it could work. So the final movie of Phase 3 is Justice League Final Crisis, and it takes place directly after Justice League The Darkseid War, and we'll have the remaining heroes, which is gonna be like the original 7 and some newer members. And in this movie, Barry Allen will try to go back in time to stop Darkseid from getting the anti-life equation, and the remaining heroes will have to fight the brainwashed heroes, but they have to try to keep him alive. And Barry Allen will die in this movie, setting up Wally West to become like the new Flash, and at the end of the movie, the heroes will finally defeat Darkseid. And so for TV shows, we'll have The Question TV shows, because he's an interesting character, and it'll kind of be like a spin-off of Blue Beetle, since he was in Blue Beetle. Next show is going to be Lobo, because Lobo's a cool character. Next show will be Constantine, which will be a spin-off of Swamp Thing, and a lot of people like Constantine, so yeah, that'll be interesting. Another movie will be Strange Adventures about Adam Strange. The other TV show will be Huntress, which is a spin-off of Nightwing. And the show could be about like Huntress and like Bloodhaven, like while Nightwing has gone back to Gotham. Alright, so that was the end of Phase 3 of my DC Cinematic Universe. Thank you all for watching, and I'm really tired right now, and I have not planned out Phase 4 or like any other phases, and I don't know if I'm going to, maybe in the future. Well, goodbye.